Hello and welcome to the Echo Underground podcast. I'm not Shanique.
He is Michael and I'm Shanique.
And on this podcast, we discuss TV shows, movies, and music, and whatever else we find interesting at the moment. And on this podcast, we'll be talking about something very interesting. We're going to be talking about Thor Ragnarok, which came out, last week, I believe, by the time of this podcast? By the time we're doing this podcast?
I believe November 3rd.
Okay, November 3rd. So yeah, we got one of our last comic book movies of 2017. I think the only one we got left is...
You forgot the year, man. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I know, man. I'm getting rusty. But yeah, other than that, I think we only have Punisher to do, and then we got 2018 to look forward to, guys. As far as comic book movies anyway. Michael's kind of a sucker for comic book movies.
He's a nerd. I'm playing.
So this is gonna be a spoiler podcast if you haven't seen Thor. I'm like, if you haven't seen it, then you're behind schedule. But because it's really good. I mean, my opinion is, I haven't seen Dark World, so I had like a little bit to compare it to. But compared to where Marvel is right now, and like the first Thor movie especially, leaps and bounds. First Thor movie was like passable for me. This movie was like hell yeah for me. And I'm plenty okay with that. I'll go ahead and say it's a flat out A. Shanique?
I'll give this a strong B+.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was... What made me like the movie is like the action and the character development. Like I like the relationship between like Loki and Thor and Hulk and Thor and the Valkyrie. Even a little background on Helena and like Thor's father and all that stuff. I like that. I wasn't really particularly fond of the humor too much. I did laugh at some jokes, but Mike already know it's hard for Marvel to make me laugh for some reason.
Yeah, she's stone cold when it comes to Marvel, guys.
Yo, like a good example is Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't laugh at that movie one time. And that was the point of that movie for the most part. It was to make you laugh, and then the action with Ego, right? That was the villain, Ego?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was no laughing. Like, everyone was laughing. I was just like, what's funny?
Can you imagine going to someone to see Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and like they just poker facing the whole time?
I just did not find it funny.
It's okay. I'm fucking with you. Go ahead, though.
There were moments, though, in this movie where I did laugh.
Mm-hmm.
So, right there. Better. A lot better. But yeah, B+, almost an A-.
One thing I want to say though, and that's a fair enough grade too, considering where it's coming from for the first two movies. Like I haven't seen the second movie and people have nothing good to say about it, but I haven't seen it myself, so I have no real opinion on it. First movie, just passable. And my main thing about bringing this up is like comparing Ragnarok to even the first movie. It's like Thor is kind of borderline comic relief now, like he's more of like one of them characters that are kind of there to make you laugh now, instead of like being the god of thunder, the Norse god of legend, or whatever the hell it is. Like in the comics, he's always serious. Like it's the only time he makes you laugh because of how awkward he is of being in Midgard, or on Earth, as they say. Well, as they're supposed to say anyway. That's the regular version. But yeah, I'm only bringing that up because it's like he's going on a much more like comedic light route now, like. Which is kind of a weird move for Marvel, in my opinion, because Marvel is already light. And, this is one of the only other, like, characters who...
Ignore that. Keep going.
Yeah, this is one of the only other characters who, like, if they had a chance to, like, take him seriously, this would probably be a good one to make it happen. But I figured, you know what, maybe they failed at the formula the first two times. So maybe that's why he's going this route. And that, and, you put a good cast together with him, like Mark Ruffalo, the Valkyrie, Kate Blanchett being Hela, Anthony Tompkins... Hopkins. Why do I always think Tompkins? Who am I thinking about?
I don't know, because I didn't know there was a Tompkins that was famous.
I might be tripping. Don't worry about me, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's where we at. Shanique, who's your favorite character in the movie?
Favorite character? I'm going to have to give it to... See, ultimate favorite character... Alright, I'm going to name two.
Uh-huh.
I like the Valkyrie.
Okay. She's awesome.
She was. I got why she was not a fan of, her home. They kind of like sacrificed her to be Helena.
It's only Hela.
Hela, whatever. I don't give a shit. Hela with a capital H. And she came and she faced her fear and she went home. And like, I like that she was a fighter and she decided to actually help in the end. I thought that was really cool. Even though from the trailer you knew she was gonna help, so I was like, whatever.
She was part of the Revengers. Oh, we'll get to that in a bit too.
We're not calling them that because that's a horrible name. So
that's what they're calling themselves, though. So that's what we're going to do.
I don't know because
the
Thor
movie said Revengers, so we're going to say Revengers.
But didn't one of them say, "Do we have to have a name?" Hinting, no one likes that name. Okay, no one likes that name at all. But back to what I was saying, and then my second. Now I went to 3 because I just thought.
That's a good sign, though. Okay, yeah.
Hela is my second. Because I feel her on that. I do think her ego is the main reason she was in prison. Because she got so full of herself that she thought she could do whatever she wanted. And she never thought her father would lock her up. But he was like, no, you gotta listen to me. You don't listen to me, you gone.
Right.
And she was badass. And I'll complain about the ending when we get there. But she, I like that she exposed, Asgard for what it was, He lied. He was proud of how he was proud that he had, owned the 9 realms, but he didn't want to admit how he actually got it. And I think Odin had, a change of heart and wanted to do things differently, but when you raise your child to, kill people,
destroy realms, right?
You can't just expect her to change automatically when you're like, nah, I'm not about that life.
Right.
So I did like her. I thought there were times where I thought Cate Blanchett was a little too much. And I actually hated every time she wore a mask. I liked it more without the mask.
Oh, like the little head thing or whatever?
Yeah. I don't like that thing. It looks cooler in the comics from what I've seen in the pictures. And then lastly, I would have to give it to Thor, actually.
Okay.
He's the type of person who always did his own thing, and I like that he got on to Loki. He kind of got a little bit smarter with his brother, but he still cares about him. I like his interaction with the Hulk, Valkyrie, even Helena. I keep saying Helena, but it's Hela, right? It is Hela. Ignore how I'm jacking up her name. And I thought Thor really came a little bit into his own in this movie.
I agree.
So what about you? You don't have to get 3.
I mean, yeah, you kind of just went on a whole spiel I was going to name, most of the main characters, but whatever. It's okay, though. That's a good sign. If you can name that many characters as your favorite character in the movie, then you're probably on the right track. Now, my favorites... Now, I'm going to piggyback off of yours when you say how Thor kind of just came into his own. Because he did. And I feel like this is one of the first times I'm like, Thor held his own movie down. And considering how he had some character development towards the end where he had that little talk with his dad in his little dream state saying, you're not the god of hammers, you're the god of thunder. Act like you know how to use the shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought him coming right there was kind of cool. I like his little redesign, the shaved head Thor with the eye patch now. That's pretty cool. I mean, I know in the comics that's where they got it from. And this actually segues into my second favorite character, who is Hulk. And I know I'm kind of cheating here when I say Hulk because I'm kind of pulling favoritism only because they tried to throw in the Planet Hulk storyline where Hulk gets kicked off of Earth by Doctor Strange, Captain America, Tony Stark, and I guess another few people called the Illuminati. And he got thrown into this thing, and I thought it was really cool.
Wait, back up. They're actually called the Illuminati?
Yeah, I swear to God, they're called the Illuminati in the comics. I think Black Panther is part of them as well as Reed Richards too. They're called the Illuminati, and it's in the main story too. But I thought it was cool because when Hulk went there, he has his own storyline. Shanique told me earlier that she found out that Hulk has a son. I was like, yeah, that's part of the Planet Hulk storyline. It gets a little crazy.
I don't get how the sex works though.
Listen, do you really want to? I mean, we got some time to pad on this podcast. If you really want to get there, we can go down that hole.
I don't understand. Because I saw a picture of what his wife looked like. Wouldn't he break her bones?
I mean, Thor saw what he was working with. Somehow, maybe he knows. He can ask Thor.
Or maybe he's tiny. I'm not even talking about dick size. I'm talking about body, mass. Muscle, arms, leg. His leg's the size of a person.
All right, I guess we are putting this in the podcast. Okay, here's the thing. She's an alien. We don't know how her anatomy works. Maybe she's
But she was really small, though. Like, there's a theory going out that Valkyrie's supposed to be, like, kind of what not Thor, Hulk's wife is. So let's say Hulk and Valkyrie.
No.
He would crush her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she has super strength. So maybe not.
Yeah, with that too. She's an Asgardian.
Yeah, but I don't get it.
I don't know. Thor held his own against
And then how big would his children be?
They come out looking regular size, but like I think his
they
son...
They grow massive?
Yeah, like they just grow massive. Like I know his son Scar is like... I know we're segueing here, guys. Not segueing, we're like tangenting here. Like yeah, his son Scar is like at 1 point stronger than the Hulk. So it gets a little crazy. But I like that though. And I feel like it was cool. Like there's a cool parallel.
Still don't get it.
For why they threw it in there. Because in the movie, they had Hulk restore in the arena. In the comic, and I think the animated movie as well, I forgot to mention that. He went up against Beta Ray Bill, who was like, you know, I like Beta Ray Bill, but there's not much of him to talk about. I know he was like a cameo in I think it was Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, I think it was Guardians of the Galaxy where like he got like caught with a collector or something like that. But yeah, I thought that was cool. My two favorite characters, Hulk and Thor, especially because Hulk was like a big ass baby at one point. Because I think when he was arguing with Thor, it was like he was just like throwing a tantrum, throwing things all over the place, and you know speaking in short sentences like "No, Thor, go, tiny man, stupid" or something. I don't know whatever Thor says, that all his shit. Well, yeah, I thought that was cool. So yeah, what are we gonna talk about next now, Shanique? Favorite characters out the way. What are your favorite characters, by the way? Let us know in the podcast. We're gonna tell you where you can find us, but you know if you're on YouTube, definitely you know where to go in the comment box. But definitely try to tweet us at Echo U Podcast as well. Let us know what you thought about Thor Ragnarok. But yeah, Shanique, what else? What's your favorite part of the movie?
Okay, so we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna save the ending fight because I don't like it. But the favorite scenes, definitely when Hela fought the whole Asgardian army.
Yeah,
that's a badass scene. Like they were not prepared for her. She did it basically by herself. And I thought that was really cool. Obviously, I could tell that was a stunt double, but I don't care because I fucks with it anyway. It was very good, very choreographed, and they just wasn't prepared for her. I see why they need Thor.
Yeah.
Another favorite scene I have is the Hulk and Thor fight before the cheating started, and I thought that was really good. I like that Thor got angry and triggered his powers. Uh-huh. And I also liked when he first hit Hulk, and they were like, what? Right. Like, they didn't know Hulk could get hit. Mm-hmm. So, and then when Thor got mad, juiced up, and then punched Hulk in the face, I thought that was really good. I thought those two fights were the best scenes in the movie. What about you?
I also dig the one you chose. Like me choosing a favorite scene right now, and I know it's like the scene's a couple seconds long, but like, one of my favorite scenes was when Hela first arrives, and like I know it got ruined by the trailer, but like seeing the movie, it still had the same effect on me anyway. Cause seeing her crush Mjolnir was a little soul breaking. Cause I was like,
it looked like plastic though.
Yeah,
when she crushed it.
When you think of Mjolnir, cause the movie started off with Thor first of all kicking Surtur's ass, who was like damn near Satan, and he like killed this other dragon thing, but
he wasn't full powered yet.
I mean, yeah, he wasn't full powered yet, but he held his own against the army, which is a good opening fight scene, by the way. I didn't mind it. CG everywhere, but what do you expect? It's a Marvel movie. But yeah, like he also fought like this weird like devil dragon thing. And I thought it was cool, like he just dropped the hammer in his mouth, like hold him in place. And I'm like, a couple scenes later, after he meets up with Loki, who was like faking to be Odin the whole time. Odin dies, and then you just see Hela in a couple seconds of meeting them crush Thor's hammer. I thought that crushed my soul when I saw that. And if I was Thor, I'd be like, damn, that's kind of my character you just crushed, because people kind of recognize me with the hammer. And to be honest, I do too. I'm gonna give kudos to Marvel for even going that route. Because I don't think any other time in recent history anyway that Thor has had his hammer broken. But yeah, I thought that was cool. The Thor and Hulk fight was cool, and agree with Shanique. I definitely say when Hela went against. I'm sorry, I got to piggyback off of you with this one. But yeah, the Hela versus the army fight was pretty dope. Like she tore him up.
Yeah, she just destroyed the whole army.
Everybody got impaled by like whatever sword she was summoning or whatever. Yeah, it let you know how strong she was.
Yeah,
and I was definitely okay with that because she's serious. Like I think she actually has her own realm, which is actually called Hell, which with one L for some reason, and she's called Hela, so that kind of makes sense. But yeah, I mean, if she owns her own damn realm, then I'm assuming that like she's the real deal.
She's beast mode.
Yeah, I mean, she went up against the likes of Loki, Thor, Hulk, Valkyrie, and some other no names from the arena. Which I guess he had a few moments where I chuckled, but I didn't like laugh. That rock guy.
Yeah, none of his scenes made me laugh.
I mean,
but I'm a hard critic, so
I got chuckles and smirks out of it. But like, it's like, okay, I get it. He's the awkward comic relief. But whatever. There's other funny things in this movie, so I don't really mind it. But yeah, those are definitely the best ones. The bomb hands down.
Yeah, and like, now I'm gonna talk about the thing I really don't like about this movie. The big boss fight at the end. I don't like that he couldn't beat her. Like, it's realistic. He's not strong enough to beat her, so he called someone who was. But that irritates me in every comic book movie. It really does.
What?
I don't like that Thor didn't actually beat her.
Oh, yeah.
I really don't. It's the same thing I don't like about Doctor Strange. That stupid thing.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Like, it was fine. I was into it. And then he basically beat her by letting someone else beat her. And I'm not even sure if she's dead. Which they could easily bring her back. Because my thing, if she's really the goddess of death, I don't think that's going to kill her.
Right.
It may knock her out for a couple of years, but I don't think it's going to kill her.
Yeah, that she's kind of stuck there because she can't travel between realms. Other than to where I guess she was banished from, because she came from somewhere, I guess, with no help from the Bifrost or whatever.
Is it because she couldn't travel between realms? Because how did she get into Norway?
That's also
She needed the Bifrost for something else.
Yeah.
How'd she get to Norway? But that's another
That's a pretty
thing.
Good question.
That's another thing. I just didn't like.
Marvel, did you fuck up?
Maybe, but I didn't like that. At the end of the day, he didn't actually beat her. Which, you know what? He took the smart route. He's like, I can't do it. I can't prevent Asgard from falling. I'm supposed to let it fall so she doesn't get out, which is fine. But it bothers me in any comic movie when they can't beat her. I'd rather he straight up lose and gets knocked out than let someone else beat him.
Yeah.
That's just my thing. And that takes it down a notch for me. But I'll give it one thing. The scene where Asgard like basically gets destroyed is pretty cool.
Yeah, when like he impales the sword into the ground and like it like sunk into the earth or like the fraction of earth that it was standing on. Like this movie let me know how small Asgard really was. It's like the small of a fucking island.
Yeah, it's
because it's barely like maybe a couple dozen city blocks.
Maybe Asgard is like a city inside like a planet. Maybe it's just supposed to be like a borough. If you want to compare it to like New York City.
I mean, I get that, but why is it its own realm if that's all that exists there?
I don't think that's all. I thought it was Asgard was a city. I didn't know it was like a whole planet. Is it a whole planet?
I actually don't know what Asgard really was. I just didn't know that, all the other realms, they have like what I assume are planets, like you can go travel for like long periods of time. But like I got the real scale of it when I saw like Surtur like destroyed, and I was like, you guys are watching it explode from like not too far away. And
that's why I don't. That's what I'm saying. It has to be a city on a planet because they were still near it.
Well, yeah, but it's also floating. Remember the dog that thrown off the edge? He just fell off into space or some shit. I don't fucking know what happened. Speaking of which, that dog, I kind of wish it had more screen time. Cause I feel like it was badass, and I thought the Hulk fighting it was cool. But like that's just ended just like that. That the fight just started and ended to me, and I was like, oh, the Hulk didn't really get to do much there. And like I kind of wish. I know you said you hated the fact that Surtur killed Hela, but I kind of wanted to see Hulk fight Hela as well.
He would die.
I don't care. I want to see it happen.
See, he trying to kill Hulk.
Two strongest people in the fight right there. Before Surtur arrives, and I'm like,
He's not stronger.
Arguably, yeah, I'm about to take it back. I was like, arguably stronger because, like, you know, that fight between them earlier ended in like a
cheating.
It ended in cheating, right? Like he got electrocuted, and Hulk just sort of beat his shit in. So there was that.
Cheating ass shit. Anyway, focus. I don't like the ending for that alone. I didn't like the whole, you know, the hint at Thanos. I like that. I don't know how the fuck they gonna fix that.
What?
The end when they see Thanos' ship.
Oh yeah. Okay, I thought you were talking about the fake gauntlet that was early in the movie, but yeah, the actual Thanos. Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know how the hell they gonna fix that for Infinity, because like I doubt Thanos was gonna be like, oh, I don't care about this ship. I doubt he's gonna do that. So be interesting. I want to see how he looks in the like the new Infinity War, but we skipping ahead. So that's one thing I didn't like. I didn't find any of the jokes really funny.
Oh geez, damn, we're back to that again.
No, I'm just listing off things I didn't like because I want to defend my B+. Why I didn't give it.
That's fine.
Straight A. Not funny. The ending fight was disappointing. The second half of it is. The first half pretty good. I like what Loki did and all that stuff. What else? I wanted to see less of the Grandmaster.
Oh yeah,
that dude was fucking weird.
I remember seeing him in SVU. So, like seeing him here now was kind of weird. Not SVU, some Law and Order series. Maybe it might have been SVU.
Yeah, you know what I remember him? He was Rachel's gay dad on Glee. If anyone watched it. But it was
he's still Rachel's gay dad in this movie.
Yeah, he was like, and then like I'm about to call her side piece. No, his muscle.
Yeah.
The woman, she was just like, just annoying me too. She was all ready to kill. The weird melting scene, like he was like, you know what his scene reminded me of? Like when, if anyone ever watched Kingsman, the first movie.
Oh yeah.
Where Samuel Jackson's character shoots Harry in the eye. And then freaks out.
Yeah.
He's like that every time he kills someone. And it just like, I was okay with that. He was fine. It was just sometimes when he was on the screen, I was like, ugh, why?
Yeah.
He was annoying to me. But I'm assuming he was supposed to be, so good job. I'm assuming I was supposed to be annoyed with this guy. And then, I wanted Thor to get a new weapon, but I still wanted him to like still have his like thunder god powers. Cause I feel like he still wouldn't be Thor without a weapon. He doesn't need them. He's never needed his weapon.
I agree.
But I wanted them to rebuild it because I feel like Hela's the only one who could actually destroy it. I don't think Thanos could destroy that hammer.
I think he probably could. Cause I know I think in the comics he destroyed Captain America's shield before. So I'm like.
But isn't Thor's hammer stronger than the shield?
I would say it is. Even though I think in one of the movies, was it the first Avengers movie? Yeah, when like Thor hit his shield and like it didn't break. Hell, Captain America was behind it holding it, and Captain America didn't even get hurt.
No. That's because Thor wasn't trying to like break it. He was trying to use the collision to shoot the lightning. No,
this is before like they all started getting along in the first movie, and like Thor, I'll show you later. But
okay.
it definitely exists though.
Because I remember the one from Ultron when they did it in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember any time before that. Because I thought Thor was always mad at Iron Man.
We'll be fact checking. If anything, she'll definitely give a shout out to me being wrong in the next podcast. So
yes, always point out when Michael's wrong. No.
Echo you podcast rules. Michael's always wrong, and we will talk about it. Anyways, another thing I want to talk about is another brief cameo from another Marvel character that we forgot to talk about for a second.
Yeah, Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
See,
Doctor Strange looks like he's getting to be more Doctor Strange now. Like he's not a noob. At the end of the Doctor Strange movie, I don't think he was still the Grand Master Supreme or whatever of magic. But like in this movie, like for his little cameo, he looked really good. Like he looked really like, I am the shit right here. You guys are not from around here. Get the fuck, Yeah.
Well, it's funny because the scene in Thor is the extended scene from the end credits of Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
So, what's the timeline here? Did he just get powerful really quick?
I'm assuming there was a time skip after the end of Doctor Strange to Doctor Strange's end scene. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess.
But I don't know what it is. Like I know they have like a little bit of time to play with since like it happens between the 2 years between Ultron and this movie, with like a slight little bit of overlap with the end scene. But like I don't know how long it took him to actually be like the Grand Master Supreme of Magical.
Yeah, but anyway, Cumberbatch is good. He's really good. I think he's the perfect Doctor Strange. I like what he did to Loki. I thought that's actually a part that made me laugh. When he dropped Loki in, and Loki was like, I've been falling for like 30 minutes. That was funny. That was pretty funny. Actually, most of Loki's jokes I found funny. Like when Loki visited Thor and Thor kept throwing the rocks at him. Yeah. That was funny too.
What I thought was funny when he first arrived was he said, I swear I left him right here. And like they showed like a construction scene behind, like he's like, is this on the sidewalk or where that fucking building used to be? I was like, wow, this is where I'm starting to pick up on like the fact that this movie is definitely aiming for more comedy. Actually, no, I'm lying. When as soon as the movie started, Thor was like captured or some shit.
Yeah, and then he kept swinging in the chains. Yeah. I was like, okay, you're gonna try to make me laugh. I'm ready.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, at that point, I knew it set the tone.
Yeah. There was something else. Oh, let me talk about Hulk because we didn't actually talk about him.
Yeah, briefly, but we'll talk about it.
Banner was trapped as Hulk for 2 years. So I guess Hulk didn't like what Natasha did and then turned the thing off. Then he landed on the planet, and so they took, and he got captured and sent to the ring.
Can I rewind it just a little bit? Because one thing they never explained is how the fuck he got there. Because if you're traveling all the way on Earth, like this Quinjet is only flying on Earth. So at what point did he like travel between realms or dimensions or whatever the case may be into fucking Planet Hulk or whatever the hell this world was called?
He talked I swear he mentioned it when he was talking to Thor, but he said it in Hulk speak, and I really didn't understand it.
Yeah.
So I swear he mentioned it, and then Thor was like, "Oh, where's your ship?" And then all I know is that Valkyrie captured him. I shouldn't say captured. She somehow brought the Hulk to them, and he became the champion.
See, that's something I want to know too. How the fuck would someone even capture the Hulk? Because like, you can't put anything on him and make it work.
I don't think she captured him. I think she convinced him to go.
Maybe
that seems to make more sense because he was friendly with her.
Well, another thing too, like he's popular on that planet, so maybe he's more like
Yeah, he's in a cage, but he like had his jacuzzi.
Yeah, he has an apartment. Like he has a whole condo going just to be the champion.
Yeah, so maybe that was it. But Mr. Banner, he got gray hair with 2 years because he didn't have gray hair before he was a Hulk.
I mean, he had like a little bit, but I think he definitely had more now. Oddly enough.
I mean, maybe that's stressful, man. Being a giant beast for 2 years.
You're angry for like the last 2 years straight. Everything has pissed you off, and like you kind of just got kicked off of planet Earth and don't know how the fuck to get back. I don't know. I didn't care. So
yeah, he was mad, but he made it. The way it seemed like he made the decision for Banner to leave.
Definitely
not Banner himself, because Banner was still wondering. His girl is just I don't would Black Widow be waiting for him? Part of me wants to say yes, only because she was still talking about him in the last time we saw her.
Yeah. Civil War 2?
Civil War 2.
Sorry, I meant to say Avengers. I mean, whatever.
Civil War.
Captain America. Yeah, sorry.
Just say Civil War. Like,
sorry.
He tripping so hard. Anyway, yeah, she was still talking about him in Civil War. So, because he disappeared in Age of Ultron, so I think she's still there. So Thor was looking for the Infinity Stones all these 2 years and didn't find one.
Yeah, I'm like, that's really what he said too. Like, he was like, I'm traveling all over the place to find X, Y, and Z, and
probably because Thanos has like probably all of them except for like the ones we've seen.
Yeah, which is kind of weird. What's up with that fake Tesseract that Hela was looking at? Cause like, didn't they extract the stone from the Tesseract or something like that?
Yeah, but I didn't think that was fake.
Yeah, but then it was still on the planet. Nobody took it up. Like, it got blown up with Asgard.
I don't know. Loki stared at it. So
Yeah.
I was thinking that maybe he took it before the planet blew.
Maybe that too. Because he's the one who I think threw the helmet into the fire, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And Thor brought the Tesseract back to Asgard. So
Right.
I think he took it. We don't know though, because like it's hinted though, because he kept staring at it.
Mm-hmm. And Hela stared at it too, and like Hela wasn't even impressed by anything down there in that vault.
Because most of it
Until
was
she saw
fake.
right. Until she saw the one thing and said, "Oh, that's interesting." So like, oh, okay, at least she knows quality, you know, like she knows what the real dangerous is.
Yeah, she was interested in the flame and then the Tesseract.
Right.
It's funny that Thanos' like glove is fake. But
yeah. The little gauntlet or whatever. But yeah, that's I think you might be onto something when you say Loki took the
I think he took the Tesseract. Because I think they're supposed to be a lot bigger if he didn't.
Because that's what he had wanted in the first movie anyway. The first Civil War, should I say.
Why do you keep saying Civil War? Just say Avengers.
God damn it, I'm fucking up, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, the first Avengers movie.
Like, what's wrong?
I'm sorry. Are you mad? I'm sorry.
I'm in my feelings.
Are you mad? Clearly.
I'm in my feelings.
Clearly. Getting a little hot over here, man. Damn.
God. Just name movies wrong. Anyway.
Yes. Anyway, suspect notice is announced. Okay, yeah. Oh, anyways.
Ignore that.
Sorry. Awkward pause.
Excuse the minor commercial. Anyway, I'm silenced. So, what else? Predictions.
You see, I think at this year's Comic-Con in Los Angeles, there was a leaked video of the trailer for Civil War. So sorry.
Infinity War.
I'm getting all the wars and Avengers mixed up in shit. I don't know what's going on with me today. There's a leaked trailer for it, which I'm not going to talk about because it was leaked, and I feel bad like putting that out there. I'm not going to add to it, but like it's a little confusing how the transition works if anybody else has seen it. But
that's not a real prediction. Give some details.
Prediction. I don't know because I'm gonna narrow down my prediction to the characters in this movie.
Yes.
Because in my head, I'm making a prediction for everybody when I say these things. So yeah, I feel like as far as the Hulk goes, actually, what I feel like everybody makes the Earth first of all, because I feel like they wouldn't just like kill everybody on that ship because they saw Thanos' ship there at the end. I feel like they get away. That's what I'm going with that. Either that or Thor and Hulk are the first ones to fight Thanos, and then they relay the message about who the fuck is on their way to Earth, and then we need to do something about that.
Okay.
So I feel like that might be it.
That's it?
Yeah, that's my prediction. I'm only leaving Hulk and Thor right now.
Okay. So
mine
is only Hulk and Thor, but here's the thing. I think Hulk and Thor are going to have a problem getting to Earth in a sense that they got to worry about the Accords when they hit Earth. That's the one thing they have to worry about. Because they didn't sign it, so they're technically not supposed to do any, like... superheroing. Yes, so they're going to have to worry about that. And I agree with you. They're probably going to get away, or... I don't know, maybe Thanos takes someone hostage. I don't know. I doubt it. But I think they're going to get away, get to Earth, and then they're going to... run into that. Loki's gonna dip because he always did. Yeah,
and if you're right, on top of that, he'll have one of the Infinity Stones with him because technically it's inside the Tesseract.
Oh, that's bad.
Which means that's a reason why Thanos will want him. And maybe we'll throw Loki in there. I feel like Loki gets captured because he stole the stone. And,
yes.
And Thanos will be using the stones in his gauntlet.
Okay. Now, also, I saw a theory about bringing Hela in.
Interesting. Go on.
As Thanos' like love interest because he dates like a Hela type character in the comics.
Yeah.
So instead of casting someone new, they could just use her.
I suppose.
If she's alive, because I don't think she's dead. I think she's too strong to be dead from that.
I feel like if your title is Goddess of Death, you can't really die. So that's
she could be trapped, but I don't think she's dead.
Yeah.
I don't think she's dead. Valkyrie, like I said, is either going to be a love interest for Thor, or Hulk's going to get his girl. But see, that's weird because they did the whole Black Widow thing, so I don't know how that's going to work. I'm actually curious to see how Banner and Natasha act when they see each other.
Yeah, I'm curious about the whole reunion in general. Because, everyone's kind of split right now. No one's going to recognize Thor with his eye patch and shaved head.
No, they going to recognize Thor. I'm sorry. I don't care.
No hammer.
They going to recognize him. He's a big-ass dude. Like, he's recognizable even with one eye. So, yeah. I think, he can't blend at all. Especially with the way he talks. I'm Thor, the God of War. Or
Lord of Thunder.
Lord of Thunder.
Yes.
According to the Grand Master, he sparkles. Yeah, so I think the reunion's going to be great. I think Thor's going to run into Iron Man first.
Okay.
I think that's what it is. Because, Captain America's team's on the run. Either he's going to run into Iron Man. Yeah, I think it's just going to be Iron Man. I don't think it's going to be Steve. And I think Iron Man mostly because Banner leans towards Tony more.
Mm-hmm.
So, but again, I don't think they're allowed to fight. So, but what's going to happen is Thanos maybe follows them to Earth because Loki retrieves to Earth.
There's also that, and what's his name? Vision has an Infinity Stone with him as well.
That's true. So either way, Thanos was coming.
Right.
And so I think they're going to end up leading them to Earth. And then he's going to stumble upon Vision.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're going to cause shit. Either way, something bad going to happen when they hit Earth, I believe. Or maybe they run into Doctor Strange and then they somehow do that. Either way. I think Thor's going to be the catalyst, oddly enough, for Infinity War in a weird way.
I don't even know how. I know technically Thanos is his closest enemy is with the Guardians of the Galaxy, but I'm having a hard time throwing them into the formula right now. And I know we still going to leave.
They're already in it, right? Because don't they have an Infinity Stone? Or they I
don't know. Where is theirs?
I thought they had one. I
thought they had the purple one from the first movie, but I don't know whatever happened to it. I thought they gave it away to for protection or something like that. I could be wrong. And then there's this whole Adam Warlock thing. Okay, we're going too deep into the hole now, but it's all right. Yeah, Thor Ragnarok, guys.
No, okay, anyway. Yeah, I think Thanos is gonna fit because...
Of course Thanos is gonna fit.
I mean, you know what I mean. Guardians of the Galaxy is gonna fit because, one, they have his daughters with them, so... Yeah. They're probably going to have a score to settle with their dad. Anywhere their dad's fucking up shit, they're going to go because it's their dad. That's how they're going to be brought in, I feel like.
I always thought they'd be the ones to make first contact with Thanos, too. That's the crazy thing.
I mean, technically they kind of did.
I mean, yeah, but not everybody, though,
Yeah. It was mostly the girls.
Yeah.
The boys and the Guardians of the Galaxy.
They've only heard the shit, right?
They only heard of it. But yeah. We're on a tangent.
But one thing I want to say though, this movie's end credit scene, meh. As far as Marvel end credit scenes go, meh.
What did you want from it? I didn't think it needed to be a lot. I think it was just enough. I don't
think it needs to be a lot, but it didn't it sort of gives you a tease for something coming up instead of just sort of rewinds to something early in the movie and then just fills in a gap about what happened after this little quote unquote revolution. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just so used to being fed something to satisfy my appetite for what's going to come next.
Really? Because I remember Spider-Man, and Spider-Man didn't do that.
I'm pissed at that too. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that. Go back to the podcast. Go back to that podcast. I promise you I said something.
See, I like that they're not giving them everything. Make them wait. All right.
No, I don't want to wait.
Make them wait.
I need Infinity War now.
That's next year or 2019?
Both. Part 1 and Part 2.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, like I was saying, personally, I think Thor is going to be the catalyst for shit going down in a weird way. Mm-hmm. Not on purpose, but I think because Loki's an idiot, it's going to cause problems.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my prediction for the next saga, and that's how Thor is going to be brought back into the fold. Closing remarks. I say see it. Like I said, I'm hard to please when it comes to certain things, when it comes to Marvel and DC, but we won't get there. And I thought great character development. The actors were really good. Sometimes the CGI was really good. And overall, the action was great. And I think this is the best Thor movie.
Hands down, no comparison.
Is it? You have anything else to add?
It's a Thor movie that is kind of out of the regular Thor formula for movies. Like I know the first two didn't really like give they gave everyone the idea that Thor is one of those characters that can't hold down his own movie. Because everyone else was doing their thing in their movies, minus Hulk, because that was another character back then.
I mean, it depends on who you ask, because people hate Iron Man 2 and 3.
Well, yeah, but at least it's kind of hard for Robert Downey Jr. to not carry his own character as well as he can with what he's given, Like beyond that, it's just the writing. As far as the acting goes, like Robert Downey Jr. I'm trying to say Johnny Depp at the same time, and I don't know why the hell I'm trying to do that, guys.
This is not Fantastic Beasts. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking Pirates of the Caribbean or something. I don't know. I'm all over the place, guys. I'm sorry, but yeah, I feel like everyone else kind of held down the movie, especially better and better over the years, except for with the exception of Iron Man, because I believe the first one is the best one. And it's definitely not going toward the normal Thor formula. It's definitely more to make you laugh. It made me laugh. If you liked Guardians of the Galaxy 2, you'll definitely like the humor here. It's not for everyone. I see Shanique over here now shaking her head already. It's not for everybody, but it's taking itself light because it realized it went the serious route not too long ago, and it was like, you know what, nobody fucked with that. Let's throw in a couple jokes. Let's make Hulk funnier.
Hulk was already funny though.
But let's not make the movie. Right? I mean, he was always funny, but it's just enough to tread that line between funny and corny, all depending on who you are, So yeah, definitely I'd recommend seeing this movie. I'd hope that you're caught up with the MCU story by now to figure out how things all fit in. But even if you aren't, as a standalone movie, sure, there's some gaps to fill, but it's still pretty good.
I agree with most of what Michael says, and
yeah, you win some, you lose some. What can you do?
I agree. Look, I say see it. I think you're gonna enjoy it or hate it. It doesn't matter, but I still say it's worth checking out. You never know. It could surprise you. It
got a B+ from Shanique, guys. This is saying a lot when a Marvel movie gets a B or higher from Shanique.
Because I'm not impressed easily, and that's just me. That's just me.
That's fair. I ain't arguing with that.
I like darker movies, which is probably why I like DC a little bit more.
Well, you've got Black Panther coming around. Maybe that'll help you because he's not a very comedic character, so you'll have something to work with.
Here's the thing. Wait, I'm gonna defend myself a little bit. I like subtle humor. I like people who are just funny naturally. And with Marvel movies, I feel like they're trying to make me laugh, really? And it turns me off.
Okay, that's interesting.
Which go back to Guardians of the Galaxy. I forgot Batista's character's name.
Drax.
He was purposely trying to make me laugh. I knew instantly he was, and therefore I could not do it. But the little moments with Thor and Loki, that made me laugh. Even though I know it was scripted to be funny.
I don't want to do Get Help, guys. Come on, I don't want to. It's embarrassing. I don't want to do Get Help.
Yeah, that part wasn't the funny part, but it was kind of like. It's when he threw him. That's what made me. I see why he didn't want to do it. Yeah. But and that was little funny. Those interaction with Hulk and Thor was really funny. The part where Hulk smashed was trying to fight Surtur, and then he's trying to smash, and they're like, for the love of God, do not smash, and he's like, giant monster, and giant monster. Yeah, that was pretty funny to me. But that felt natural. If it doesn't feel natural, I can't do it. Which is why the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise does not work for me, humor-wise. Actually, for the most part, I don't like that franchise. Oddly enough, I like the characters. I don't like the franchise itself. I don't like the plot of the movies half the time. But I like Rocket.
Yeah,
I like Rocket. Yeah. I like Nebula. Man, I forgot.
Groot.
No, I don't like Groot.
Okay.
Little Groot, I like. Baby Groot, I don't like teenage Groot or older Groot. No, and I don't like Drax either. But I like Star-Lord. I end up liking the guy who raised him. I forgot his name off the top of my head. Yondu. He was good. I liked Ego too. I knew he was shit, but I liked the actor who portrayed him, and the way he was written. So there were little things like that saves those type of movies for me. But again, I just prefer more subtle humor that feels natural. I feel like this character would say it, and sometimes I just feel like a lot of them don't do it. But I'm not that bad though. I think I've given like Civil War. I definitely gave an A.
I don't think we did a review. I don't think that came out before we did a review.
Yeah, but I'm saying like I liked Civil War. I like Avengers. I love the Captain America franchise. Completely. I have no problem. That's the only franchise for me that got better.
Yeah, right. I want to say the first one was like just passable for me, but I do agree. Every other one that came after it, like Winter Soldier, Civil War, all awesome.
And I'm hoping I really love Black Panther. Because, you gotta support black movies, man. All day. Gotta support the black people.
No, I always wondered. Okay, I'm almost not. Never mind. Go ahead.
No, go. I want to know. Go.
No, it's nothing.
No, you were saying something. Go.
No, because no one knows what we look like on this podcast, but like I'm assuming because we say nigga here and there, like y'all know we black, right? So, just in case you thought you got a little confused about her saying support black movies, like yeah, because we kind of niggas over here, so
Well, I'm not a nigga. I am an African American woman. I don't know about you. I'm not a nigga. Not claiming that title.
Okay.
Anyway, he a nigga, but not me.
See, I ain't call her nothing, but she was here finger pointing though.
No, she said we. He said we niggas. I'm not nigga.
Oh, alright, then that's fine. Sure.
And sorry for future people who are like really young listening to this. Ignore all the bad words.
You should have known what we got in. You should have known what you got yourself into. We're at the 46-minute mark of this podcast. You should have known what the hell you got yourself into in the first 5 minutes.
Anyway, let us know what you thought of Thor Ragnarok.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I don't know. Okay, it's not Beyonce podcast. Anyway, focus. So, guys, if you want to contact us, tweet us at Echo U Podcast on Twitter, obviously. You can leave comments, you can follow, all that good shit. You can find us on Facebook, iTunes, any other podcasting apps, Tumblr, and I think YouTube as well as under Echo Underground Podcast. All 3 words. And you can also email us at echoundergroundpodcast@gmail.com. And you can leave comments and and share our podcast. Let us, repost. Get the word out. We want to hear from you guys and we want to know what you think. Was I too tough? Was I wrong? Was Thor actually funny?
Yes.
And I just missed it? Was Michael right?
Let her know in the comments, please.
Yeah, because he rides hard from Marvel.
I ride hard for all comic movies, but this one I'm like, it deserves my A. But it's okay. I understand that it's a hit or miss for some people, so I'm not gonna put my bias on you.
Anyway,
still let it know in the comments.
Yeah, let me know. Was I too harsh? Because Michael was Michael too generous, or we both were just wrong. This movie sucks. Let us know. We like to hear different opinions, constructive, whatever. It's all good. And we'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.
See ya.